I'm meteorologist Peter Chan at the National Weather Service for Alaska statewide weather on this Friday afternoon, March 3rd. Low pressure that's currently out over the lower Gulf and off of Haida Gwaii will gradually weaken and slide southeastward off of the British Columbia coast early this weekend. In place of that, high pressure will be building over northwest Canada, over the Yukon and Northwest Territories. Central pressure could rise as high as 1050 millibars, especially in the early morning hours of Sunday and Monday. This is going to tighten the pressure gradient along and south of the Alaska Range so that the coastal mountains along the northern and northeastern Gulf Coast will see some stronger gap winds develop tonight and into Saturday. High wind warning is in effect for Valdez and Thompson Pass, where winds out of the northeast could pick up 40 to 50 miles an hour with gusts up to 75 miles an hour, especially through Thompson Pass later tonight and early Saturday morning. Further west, we have a different story. It's going to warm up. We have one low pressure now along the Russian coast that will continue to ride northeastward with a secondary low down on the North Pacific that'll ride up across the central Aleutians on Saturday into the central Bering Sea. And ahead of these systems, strong southerly winds bringing warmer air are going to be producing widespread precipitation along areas of the west coast. Blizzard warnings are in effect now from Point Hope down along the lower Chukchi Sea coast through the Bering Strait to Nome and then out across St. Lawrence Island. And those blizzard warnings are in effect from tonight through early Monday morning. Winter storm warning is in effect for the lower Yukon Delta for initially snow and blowing snow that will then transition to a mix of precipitation later this weekend. And then areas along the eastern portion of Norton Sound, including Stebbins up toward Chatulik, are under a winter weather advisory. And we expect temperatures there along the west coast to recover. They've been quite cold, well below zero in areas of the Seward Peninsula. But temperatures across the southwest are going to warm up back up above freezing to near 40 degrees through especially the lower Yukon basin on up through the lower and middle Kuskokwim areas as we go through late this weekend, especially early next week. Meanwhile, colder temperatures across the Panhandle. For Alaska statewide weather, I'm Peter Chan.